What up, y'all? Today we're going to talk about the narcissist and how do they feel when you accept the discard and you go no contact. Well, this is going to irritate them. It's going to cause them to not know what to do, because it's going to be fine for a month or so because they're going to be with their new shiny toy, that they have monkey branch to. But eventually what's going to happen is they're going to realize that they haven't been hearing from you. So in the beginning, it's not uncommon for one of two things to happen. Either you start chasing them right away and they're kind of used to that, and that's when they get negative supply from you, because they know that they're needed and wanted from you, and then positive supply from the new supply that they've monkey branched to. But sometimes what happens is, and this is a commonality as well, is that you'll take quite a few weeks and you'll be kind of happy because you've been wore down so much that, a break from the narcissist is really a really good thing. So the first couple 2 to 3 weeks, typically, if you were with them for quite a while, then is not going to really bother you too much sometimes. And so, but then after that is when you'll start to feel the need to want that, what they call the narcissist hit, when they're talking about how you're they get you kind of addicted to them. So that's when, you'll start to, if you were with them for a long period of time, one of those two things will happen. Typically more the first, I guess, but in the case of me, I always, didn't mind for 3 to 4 weeks because, man, I needed recovery. But then, it would kind of increasingly get worse on the end of, the person that got discarded. So my point to all that is that it could take, a month and a half before of you going no contact, accepting the discard, that the narcissist starts to get wind that there's something kind of eerily going on that is not common to them, that they're not commonly used to seeing. Because what they're used to seeing is maybe a break for a while, but then you just start chasing them hard. And then they get negative supply from that because you get in a bunch of big fights and they triangulate you with the new supply and vice versa and all that. So when you go no contact, accept the discard, it's almost like after you get to like a month and a half to 2 months, you're starting to get to a point to where the narcissist knows that you should have contacted them by now, because that's what the construct would have told them. Like, there's probably an issue here, but you just continue to keep, looking forward and healing, even whether it's hard or not. Then they're going to actually start to reach out to try to hoover you or to check on you or to heat check you. Okay, so that's something to be aware of, because you want to go completely no contact, and no contact's for life. But what you're going to find is that the narcissist is going to be tired of they're going to be tired of the new supply by then, and they're going to be looking for somebody else to start monkey branch to while they're devaluing them. They're going to start getting them probably into devalue mode after 2 to 3 months. But what happens to them is as you continue to go to a contact, they have to be in control, power and control through their supply. That is how they live. Okay, and part of power and control is to show no emotions. Okay, they have to be almost like emotionless, so that when they see you, or if they, anything happens where there's a contact between you two, that it's going to look like, kind of like you don't matter, and it's not bothering them a bit. And So you don't want to show any emotions either. You want to mirror that part back to them. A lot of times you don't want to mirror the narcissist, because if the narcissist rages on you, for instance, you wouldn't want to rage back. That's not going to do anything for you. It's just going to help them. But in the case of no contact, and you have them blocked and everything, they're going to show indifference, and so you got to show indifference. Except, if anything, either show indifference as well, but with that, I would say show smiles, because the narcissist absolutely hates when you're happy, and that will just make things harder on the narcissist. But when you go no contact and accept a discard, what happens is the narcissist starts to feel discarded, because that's kind of what happens. What happens is you've reverse discarded them, is kind of what it, not in the beginning, but over time, it becomes a reverse discard when you just have accepted it from day one. And so that's where you gain all your power back, is, in that 2 to 3 month of no contact period of time. That's when you gain all your power back. But to hold on to your power is to continue to reject the narcissist. Because if you go back to the narcissist, then of course, or if you just break no contact just for anything, because they're going to heat check, and then they're going to hoover, or try to hoover, or they're going to use by proxy flying monkeys to get at you. They usually never will try to come at you like straightforward. They always come, like I say, they always come at you from around the corner. But you don't want to take the narcissist back, because the narcissist will use you and abuse you again. They just come in all sweet and kind, humble, and coy, but they're usually low on their self-esteem, and they're low on their supply fuel and energy. So what they'll do is they'll come in like that, all humble and needy, and they'll be needing you, and act like that you're their last hope. And it sounds good and all, but if you take them back, within just a couple of weeks, you will be degraded, and they will have sucked all the fuel off of you, and may have even discarded you within just a little bit of time like that, 3 to 4 weeks. No telling, because they're always monkey branching to somebody else, knowing that you're not going to work out, because that's how they look at everybody, except for the first cycle. When you very first time that you meet them, they may feel little pieces that you may be the perfect one. But outside of that, when you've been over and over, going through cycle and cycle, you're just kind of like a rest area for them. And, they will use you just like, a Coke bottle. They will drink the Coke, and they will, throw the bottle, which is you, into the recycle bin. And, when your bottle gets recycled, cleaned up, and refueled and refilled with Coca-Cola, they will come back to re-hoover you so they could drink that Coca-Cola again, which is the representation of the fuel. And then, of course, they will throw you back into the garbage so that you can be recycled again through the factory, and to not call them back or to reach out to them until you are refueled. And that's kind of how they look at you. And so you got to look at them the same way. If you're going to be continually treated like the Coke bottle, then, you want to be a good entrepreneur in relation to how you expend your Coca-Cola, because you don't want to do anything that is going to be fruitless to you, and completely you giving all of your good hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears to somebody who doesn't give a damn about you. So, give me a like, a subscription, and a thumbs up. I hope this helps somebody out there understand how the narcissist thinks, and why you should accept the discard and put them on block, and don't fall for any heat checks, hellos, calls, flying monkeys. Turn everything down. If anything, you show no emotion or a smile, and you keep it moving, because there's somebody out there that really does care about you, and there'll be somebody that you will find in your future that will give you the desires of your heart. All right, so stand tall, soldier up all the time. Peace out. Love y'all.